the economic impact of these vessels not being able to make their destination would be relatively severe.
Record cold and ice swallowing up the Great Lakes, but Northwest Ohio's economy really depends on freighters delivering the goods to the Toledo port year-round. U.S. Coast Guard's mission is to break up that ice to keep the traffic moving on the Great Lakes.
Now, the icebreakers are like snow plows only on the lake, and this year has brought the biggest challenge in decades. Meteorologist Ross Ellet and photojournalist Todd Gartner take us on an exclusive journey you will only see right here on 13 ABC.
Record cold has allowed ice to swallow up the Great Lakes, but the Coast Guard is slicing through that ice to help save the local economy.
Sometimes you're out here for 10 to 14 hours, and sometimes they only move 5 miles because it's that thick.
87% of the Great Lakes are ice covered, and from western Lake Erie north to southern Lake Huron, the only open water you'll find is behind the Bristol Bay icebreaker.
The general consensus is this is probably one of the worst, top 2, last 30 years. Everything came about 1 month ahead of time. OS1, Mr. Henry. Hey.
Nearly 7,000 jobs and $1.1 billion a year comes into Toledo by boat. The area depends on winter deliveries of heating oil, coal, and road salt.
As if we don't get these tankers through, then the economy basically stops. For now, I'll just continue cutting this relief track because any work we do today is work that we save tomorrow.
Yesterday, the Coast Guard freed this lane up for traffic. By this morning, the brash ice refroze so thick you could actually drive a vehicle on it.
It's a never-ending struggle, but that's why we sign up for the job. That's why we're out here, and this is what we're built to do. And we'll just wait an extra couple hours for the Joyce L to actually make her way down.
When we were on the Bristol Bay ice cutter, the mission was to clear a path for 2 freighters. One was the Joyce L. Van Eckenvoort, which was en route to Toledo, but the cold weather and dense ice kept delaying those plans.
We have the throttle all the way down right now, and we're barely making about 4 knots.
It takes 20 to 30 men to keep up the forward momentum.
Hey, heads up. Heads up. Forward is coming. All right, right now we are in the engineering control center. This is the heart and soul of the ship with the propulsion. This is where they control pretty much everything.
The quartermasters of the watch operate on the top deck.
They're the ones that are working all the navigation equipment, working radio comms, communicating with vessel traffic system, and making sure that we're navigating safely as well.
The air temperature right now is near 0 degrees, but it's never too cold to grill.
Actually, though, we did have it the other day. You can always tell when we're having something on the grill. You'll see the cook come in and he's bright red and he's freezing. We'll walk all the way forward. We'll go down the next deck down. Well, right now we're in the epicenter of the earthquake. I like to tell people that breaking ice is like being in an earthquake for 14 hours a day. Again, this is the forwardmost part, so you're really feeling where the ice is actually hitting the hull.
When the earthquake ends, modern luxuries are still miles away.
We have 2 7-man berthing areas. You see, the racks are 3 high, kind of tight, but enough for what we need to do the mission. We have to be safe, self-sustaining at all times and ready to fight whatever comes at us.
Keep these tracks groomed, keep the water flowing, keep the commerce moving.
Love ice breaking. It's a great mission. It's a lot of fun. It's a challenge. Every day is different. Every time you're going into something, you think it's going to go one way and it goes a different way, so it's constant adjusting.
And the mission named Operation Coal Shovel will keep going for weeks thanks to the harshest winter in decades.
That's some tough ice right now, so unless we get some significantly warm weather day after day after day, this stuff isn't going anywhere for, I'm saying, at least a couple of months.
Eventually, temperatures will warm up, and when that happens, ice jams and major flooding could happen. But if that occurs, the Coast Guard will be there to help unclog the jam. Reporting on the Bristol Bay, Ross Ellet, 13 ABC Action News.
That was absolutely fascinating.
Really
and he
was.
says, it freezes up again almost as soon as they get it, so they have been busy this winter.
Maybe next week, maybe a little respite. Huh?
Hopefully, for all of us.
Yeah, for everyone, right.